So we're still working on the K2 clutch pack. I've just compressed the ring down using a contraption. Any contraption. I haven't got the original part tool, obviously. There's a snap ring in there that holds it all together. Once you get that, you don't have to push it very hard, but once that's down, take the snap ring out. And then there's this spring holder. And as you can see in this case, it's only every second spring that's used. They don't use every one. I guess that's so they can vary it for different spring rates. And if you look in the manual, there are different spring rates available for all of the kit. So what I'm trying to get to here is underneath the piston, there's a seal. I just want to make sure it's okay. Seeing as we're in here, that's one of the consumable parts in here. So here we go. So the final piece of the puzzle is the piston itself. It sits in here. And once you get that off, it's really well sealed. I used a bit of compressed air to start with. You can see there's a rubber lip seal on there. And there's another rubber lip seal on there. And then you can see the oil passageways. There's 4 of them, one on the 4 sides. Floods it with oil, pushes that pack out, pushes the springs out, pushes the spring holder out, or against the spring holder, sorry, so it compresses the springs. And that's what actually compresses onto the clutch packs and drives those clutch packs to change the gears. So those lip seals in there, I reckon, are going to be one of the hardest things to find. So let's see if they exist. Okay, so here we have K3 clutch pack. There's a circlip. You can see the flat angled piece of the circlip sits there. A bit of a tough one to get out. It's a bit of a hollow there, very difficult. Anyway, that's off. And then the ring gear can come out. Now underneath here, there's a series of springs all the way around, and they cushion the impact on this gear. If I just put this out gently, hopefully they won't all fall out. But there you go, you can see them. Oh, one of them's fallen out. There's one. I guess that's something to be careful of. They all stay in place, so they're all there for the moment. So the spring holder plate. It's a very, very snug fit that comes out of there. And there's a snap ring in there. Ooh, just be careful, might lose an eye. Snap ring. And there's the clutch packs. Clutch packs are next. Again, there's plenty of friction material on them. The groove is really prominent, so it hasn't been burnt out. I'll inspect these in a sec. It's a little bit hard to tell, but some of those springs, I'm just compressing them so I can get the circlip out. They look squashed sideways and bent. We're about to find out. I think they might, a couple of them look broken. Anyway, let's see. So just here, those springs don't look quite right. Doubled coils or something. Anyway, we're about to find out. Maybe it is double coils. Hang on, we'll find out. No, they are in fact broken. There are some broken coil springs in there, so that's going to be an interesting one to find. Odd. We'll just pull one out. There's one that's all okay, but right next to it, it's hard to show, but there's a broken spring, and there's several of them in there. There's even a coil sitting at the bottom down here. So yeah, finding those again should be interesting. Several broken ones in there. Very strange. So finally we're at clutch pack K1, which is reverse gear. Just the same process as for the other one. This one though, the springs are all in really good nick. Everything seems in order as it should be, and the friction plates look the best of all of them. The friction plates look really sharp. The number of the manufacturer's number there, hopefully you can just see that, is very clearly visible. There's no burn marks on any of the metal plates, so reverse looks absolutely spot on. So pulling this apart probably won't need much to fix it and put it back together, but it's just worth a look just to make sure all the seals are in place really. So finally the clutch pack piston for clutch pack K1, which is reverse gear. You just use a bit of compressed air in one of the holes at the back where the oil would normally come in. It pushes the piston forward, just got to be careful with that. And in this case, this one has a rubber lip seal, which is, I can't actually find fault with it. It's still compliant, so it's not, hasn't gone hard. I can't find any defects or rips or tears, so I'd say that's in really good condition. There's a second lip seal hidden away down here, and again it's still compliant, still rubber all the way around. I really can't see anything wrong with those lip seals. I might just ask the question of someone, but really that, to me, that just goes straight back in. Getting this lip seal back into trick because it points down, so when you go to feed it in, it's sort of naturally facing the wrong way. Now there is a special tool that you can use, like a piston ring compressor that goes in to set that in. I've just been using a piece of plastic and just been very careful, just like a shoehorn. I've just been working my way around just to get that lip seal ring back in. It depends if I replace it. If they're available, I'll replace it because it's out, but if they're not available, well, these are going back in as they are.